How are you guys doing this evening?
Ooh, wake us up, Trevor.
Come on, you guys are sleeping out there. Wake up. Come on, how are you guys doing this evening? That's better. That's better. I tell you what, we'll get the... Well, I'm in this box over here. It's my own little box. I created it. That's right. That's what I'm over here for. We're here to introduce to you guys a condo hotel or a hotel condominium called International Plaza Resort and Spa. It's located in Orlando, Florida, and Glenn and I are going to be talking about that a little bit. One of the things here, how many people have been to Orlando? What did you go for? Seminar. How many people went to see Mickey Mouse? How many people went to see something besides Mickey Mouse, other than a seminar? Other than the seminar. Well, I tell you what, who's been to Mickey Mouse? Back in the way. We'll go short right here. I can't throw that far. The rest of you guys have to get up and walk. Now, forgive me if I fall asleep up here. I'm not narcoleptic, but at my house, it's almost midnight. So I would be asleep about this time. So I've been up since your 3 a.m. And so forgive me if I get a little tired or start slurring up here. I didn't have a lot of drinks on the plane. It's been quite a while, and I've already lost all my money downstairs, so it's not been the alcohol. But the International Plaza Resort and Spa is located, of course, in Florida. It's in Orlando, and one of the greatest things about this property is its location. And its location within Orlando. And I think Glenn's going to be up here with me in just a moment. But one of the things about Florida, and people are missing about Florida, is its location and what all it has to offer as far as the tourism industry goes. And when we talk about a hotel condominium, it is a hotel. It functions as a hotel and runs as a hotel solely. So as a hotel, it needs to be in a nice tourist environment in order to do well. And you guys are very familiar with that here in Las Vegas as well. One of the greatest things about this property you're going to see is all the theme parks that we have around us and its location to those theme parks.
Well, one of the things I want to mention that I think is critical, and this is the reason why Ron and I went back there in the first place. When I started 3 years ago looking at Las Vegas hotel condos, the luxury condo hotels, they started at $400,000. They didn't make cash flow sense. At 85% occupancy, $235 a night average room rate, 20% down interest only, you're not even breaking even. Now, when you look at Orlando and you're looking at $165,000 for a hotel condo, which is about a third of the price, you only have to do 70% at $120, $130 a night, and you're making $300 a night. So it made a big difference when I looked at the bottom line, and that's the reason why we picked this. The other thing that I like is that this property is how far? Less than a mile from the convention center?
We are 3 blocks from the convention center. And what did you guys just tell me just a few minutes ago why you've gone to Orlando? Was for a seminar or some type of convention, correct? So nobody here for the Disney. And another thing about Orlando, not only do we have the theme parks in turn, but we have such a diverse a travel group that comes to Orlando. Anything from people from Europe to Brazil. Okay. And just from all over the world that come to Orlando to visit us because of the theme parks and the convention center and the amount of golf that we have. And, of course, it's the boating and fishing capital of the world. There's more lake. If you fly over Orlando or fly over to Florida, I'm sure you'll notice that there's more water than there is land. It's a vacationer's paradise and a retirement paradise. But the biggest thing about Orlando and the hotel condominium is simply the theme parks and the convention center, and that's what we're going to talk to you a little bit about tonight.
Very good. And what's you went over number 1 as far as convention size and business? Have you mentioned that?
No, we haven't mentioned that yet, and we'll hit that in just a moment. Now, what I want to point out to you here just a little bit is you'll see our little symbol up there, the little square box with the 3 little towers in it. That's the International Plaza Resort and Spa, and you'll see right next to it you'll have SeaWorld. Now, we are adjacent to SeaWorld. And SeaWorld is building a brand new water park just across the street from us. And SeaWorld is becoming and will be a 3-day park as of midsummer next year. And we are located right next door. Now, the other thing that we have coming to us, and you'll see the Orange County Convention Center right up there. And again, that's just 3 blocks down the street from us, as we see that there. We are also a convention hotel with 60,000 square feet of convention space. We have our convention space now booked out till 2012. We are a functioning hotel. We are not a brand new construction condo hotel that is going to take 3 years and may or may not happen. We are a functioning hotel that's been in business for over 20 years. as we speak. And the conversion that is going on and taking place in this hotel condominium right now brings our caliber of our rooms. And what you don't see in Orlando is the caliber of rooms that you guys have here in Vegas, because most of the rooms are in Orlando are geared around the tourist environment and getting people to the parks. So when you go to a hotel room in Orlando, Florida, most of the time they're very plain and very blah, because they don't want you in them. They want you out at the parks. So they're geared that way. They're just geared that way. But our hotel condominium, on the other hand, we've taken the next step and we've brought a very luxurious environment into the units that are there. And, of course, putting us right down the street from the convention center. We're hoping and definitely planning on capitalizing on everything that convention center has to offer for us. Now, the SeaWorld, Discovery Cove, and Aquatic are the 3 parks that are right down the street from us. SeaWorld right next door to us, Aquatica right across the street, and Discovery Cove right around the corner, making SeaWorld a 3-day park. And what we were talking about before, how many people know who in the United States, the largest convention center in the United States? Does anybody?
Take a guess. Come on, you're going to win a T-shirt.
Somebody's got to guess.
Right. Come on.
Las Vegas.
Not Vegas.
Orlando.
Not Orlando. Nobody knows this one?
Mike Ditka. Come on.
Chicago, who got it? Right there. Give that man a T-shirt. Where they at? They're right here?
Now, Chicago, for years, was the #1 convention. Are you going to throw it?
Hey, look, I got it.
For years and years, but over the last several years, Las Vegas has been #1 for several years. Orlando just added over 1 million square feet of space, convention space, and they're banging on the heels of Las Vegas. They plan to overtake them, but a lot of, Orlando doesn't know that Vegas also has additions.
Oh, yeah, no, we know.
But they're going to run 1 and 2, and that's the critical point. Is this a convention hotel? It's right there, so it's going to make a big difference.
That's correct. We are the #2 convention center in the United States in traffic and in size. So we're definitely competing with you guys in a major level. And coming up, but of course Vegas, I do believe, is going to hold that #1 spot as far as traffic for a long time to come. But running a close second for us is not a bad thing. Now this is what this is going to point out here, and I'm going to step in front of the light here just a little bit. This is the International Plaza Resort and Spa. And what is important to know about this, that people generally that come to a convention other than a theme park, people that come to the theme parks there, they know they just want to lay their head down and sleep. They're going to get up early, they're going to go to the parks, they're going to stay there all day long, they're going to come back, lay their head down and sleep. But those people that are coming to the conventions, they'll spend a little bit more money. That's the reason why we have a few 4-star hotels in Orlando that do really well and stay very booked up, and that is the Rosen Center, the other Rosen Center Hotel, and these are these hotels right here. There's one right here, the Rosen, another Rosen, and the Peabody. That in the general vicinity of the convention center, which is very large, there's only 3 4-star hotels. Believe it or not, there's not a 5-star hotel in Orlando at all. Once those hotels fill up, those 4-star hotels, they venture about 5 miles this way to another Rosen Hotel that's a nice little golf resort, and they fill that hotel up. And then they come about 10 miles way over here, and the Ritz-Carlton and JW Marriott, because that's the only place they could find enough land to build those hotels, because the International Drive is so built out. They built 2 very large, very nice hotels out here that run 4 or 5-star. They get downgraded, upgraded, they go back and forth. But nevertheless, very far away from everything, but still stay very well booked out, because there's very few 4-star properties in Orlando. And what we are is right here, right down the street from the convention center, right next door to SeaWorld, which is right here, the new water park right here, right on a large intersection corridor for the main traffic. And we're bringing our hotel condominium on as a 4-star or higher resort, which means that we're going to stay very well occupied as well. Now what we have here is a little definition of what a hotel condominium exactly consists of, and just I'll shorten it up for you a little bit. Hotel condominium, it's real easy. It's a hotel. Condominium, individually owned units. So what the buyer has the opportunity in doing is purchasing a unit that exists in a hotel that stays rented by short-term rental market, which definitely generates a higher income because they're renting by the day, not by the month, not by the year, not by 2 years, but by the day.